The Forth Road Bridge. Opened in September 1964, it formed one of the most important road links in Scotland at the time. Yet here we are, barely 60 years later, and it is a shadow of its former self, bypassed by a brand new bridge. Let's go and have a see what's left of this one. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen fewer rules in prisons than on this bridge. Let's have a go across anyhow. I might have brought these two troublemakers with me because somebody else wanted to make videos, so I thought, well, I'm going to do something I want to do because I'm selfish like that.
Got coffee? I've already drunk my coffee.
Yeah, I don't.
Caffeinated,
and I don't drink coffee. So let's have a quick study of where we are then. So to my right and to the west is the new Queensferry Bridge. To my left and the east, Forth Rail Bridge. So you have three major crossings of the Firth of Forth here. At the moment, the bridge is actually undergoing yet more structural work because the structure was getting weaker and weaker, and it was reaching a point where they were seriously talking that the bridge would have to be probably closed to everybody by the end of the 2020s, if not sooner. So opening a new bridge has put a lot of redundancy into this bridge, which has allowed them to go and repair it, and it's now reopened as a bus and taxi only route. Unfortunately, I can't use the other footpath. I was going to loop round, but that one's closed, so we're just going to do this side. That house down there commands one of the finest views I can think of.
Also, that hotel is going to have a very nice view.
So for those who aren't familiar with the engineering behind suspension bridges, all the cables have to come into an anchor, and that's where they drop down there. So there's a lot of technology, a lot of sensors, a lot of equipment in there that make sure that the bridge cables are fine. Now that's how they knew that there was a problem with the structure, and how they knew that they needed a new bridge over there. Now what they've done with that bridge, that's a cable stayed bridge, so those cables are a lot easier to maintain. With a suspension bridge, you've only got one option, and that's to replace the cables, which is virtually impossible on a live bridge. You have to pretty much shut the bridge down. On a cable stayed bridge, you can lose one or two of those cable supports and still have enough strength. Leanne doesn't like heights.
No, I don't like heights. Heights are scary. And every time something goes past, like a bus doing now,
the wobble,
bridge wobbles.
The wobble on the bridge is a little unsettling. It's supposed to do that.
Positives, I'm okay with heights.
Well, as long as Jen's okay, that's fine, right?
I'm in a good place right now.
Scotland. At least the information panel got updated. It tells you all the history of all three bridges. 3 bridges, 3 centuries. I think that's an excellent little bit of history. There's an expansion joint, so this now means that we are on the mid-span of the suspension bridge. So that tells you that we are, what, a third of the way across. This is a very, very long walk, but it's worth it. Prior to 2008, there was a toll to cross this bridge, but the Scottish Government voted to scrap those. So it's been a free crossing ever since. I don't think you could pay me to go down there. The bridge is 2.5 kilometres long. The central span is just over 1 kilometre long. The side spans obviously make up the rest, with the approach viaducts included in that. 39,000 tonnes of steel were needed for this bridge. In case you're wondering, the central towers both reach an amazing height of over 150 metres. All in all, the engineering for this in the 60s, absolutely incredible. Rainbow. You know what? It's worth getting wet for. I love rainbows. Yeah, Jen Jen has seen the iceberg and bailed. She's already, she's gone back.
She's gone.
She's gone. Us two numpties. Yeah, if you've got an hour spare, I think it's well worth a little trek off your journey. Just have a wander across here. It's lovely. But then again, the whole of Scotland's lovely. You just come to Scotland. Scotland and Wales I absolutely love. That sounds like I'm being unfair. I like England as well, but I live in England, so it's not as magical.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
It's not the same. This is the former toll plaza, which was never landscaped to get rid of it. This is a bit of a mess now. It almost looks similar to the abandoned marshalling area approaching the Mersey Tunnel in Birkenhead. So behind me is where the new road and the old road join up. And this hasn't changed from the construction phase. They've kept this, so if there's a closure on the new bridge, they can open the barrier up below and get you onto the old road. But there's nothing obvious to show how this would work in practice. I'm guessing it's just going to be a lot of cones and a slow speed limit. If you know, drop me a line in the comments, because I'm not hanging around here for a bridge closure, which could be months away. Right, I need to go and get a bus. There's a hotel on the other side of the river, which has a bar. I think I need a nice, refreshing soft drink. Okay. And I will catch you next time. Leanne,
Yeah.
where did we leave Jen again?
Oh, I don't remember.